Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing a little comparison between the Demellier New York Midi and the Polene Cyme. When I first got this bag, which I got it before my Polene, I actually was thinking about the Polene Cyme and how much I wanted that bag. And I was like, you know what, this bag kind of reminds me of the Polene bag. So I was like, I don't have it, so I can't really compare it. But now that I have both, I was like, might as well show you the difference between the two, because I do feel like they are somewhat comparable in a lot of ways. And I feel like a lot of people either want, well, maybe they want both, but either one or the other. And so I wanted to show the difference between the two. Now I will say these two are actually the smaller, or like I guess the medium version of the original, counterpart of their bag. So this one is the Polene Cyme Mini, and then this one is the Demellier New York Midi, whereas like they normally have a New York that is larger and they have a Cyme that is larger as well, which I feel like it makes both of these bags pretty comparable, because I'm not comparing like the larger size versus a smaller one, So first things first, I'm going to start with the external appearance. So this bag is basically what the Polene Cyme bag looks like when it can be fully opened, meaning you can see how it, comes out like this, just like this one somewhat similarly does. Just like a similar concept of like smaller down here, then it stretches out over here. But the key difference is that this bag stays like this. Like you cannot hide these little sides. You can close them so that they stay in place, like more, I guess. But there's no way to hide this so that you have like a, smaller bag. Like it doesn't come in like this, like the sides don't do that. However, the Cyme does. So this is what it looks like with the sides open, and then you can just tuck them inside through these magnetic clasps here, and it stays like this. So if you carry less things, it becomes like a smaller, more condensed version of the bag, and then you're able to carry a bag that doesn't look that big. It doesn't make a significant impact in terms of storage, just because the way that the bag is designed, even when this is out, like the bottom of the bag is still smaller, and so you can only fit what you can fit in here, This only really makes an impact if you have something, like maybe you're really trying to stuff this bag and you want to fit like a notebook or something that just won't fit when it's closed, so you have to do it like this, but it'll definitely sit up here because it can't, it can only fit this width. So clear difference number one, the sides. This one tucks in, this one always stays in shape like this. Now when it comes to the handles and the straps of the bags, the Midi New York has this top handle. You can't really put it over your shoulder. I mean, you can, but this is so uncomfortable. The larger version of it does have a larger or a longer, higher up top handle that you can very comfortably, or at least from what I've seen in photos, put it over your shoulder and carry it like that. Whereas this one, you can just, more easily carry it like this, or just on your forearm. And it does have a long strap, so you can wear it as a crossbody or just hanging over your shoulder like this. You can adjust it, so if you want to, lengthen it or make it shorter, you can definitely do so. I personally never wear the bag with the straps because it just doesn't look good in my opinion. Like I feel like for me, crossbody bags have to be a specific size before it looks just like a duffel bag at one point. Like this feels like it would be too big to be a crossbody bag, so I personally just don't wear it with these straps. I only ever wear it with a top handle. The Polene Cyme has two handles. The longer one, so this one you can definitely wear it over the shoulder, and I always tuck in the shorter ones when I'm not using them. They're right here. So this one you can basically carry it, over your hand or over the forearm as well, like you can do with the Demellier bag. This one does not have a crossbody alternative, but again, I feel like because of the size, I wouldn't really want to wear it as a crossbody either. So I do prefer the handles of the Polene bag because at the end of the day, I like to wear it over my shoulder. And so I like that with this one, I can do so. I feel like with this one, I am limited mostly by this top handle that isn't very comfortable if I wear it over my shoulder. I got the midi size because to me, the New York size, the full size, is too big, even though that's the one where I could have totally worn over my shoulder. But personally, I just feel like this is the right size for me. So I wouldn't want to get the New York just for the, ability to wear it over the shoulder. I would really need to justify it by just like the extra storage that it provides, not just the top handle. So in terms of the way to carry the bag, I would prefer the Polene bag. As far as closing the bag goes, neither of them have a zipper. They both close with a magnet in the middle, so you can just keep things in there, which obviously means that if you do have some valuables and for some reason the purse falls, they'll likely fall from the bag because it's not really, properly sealed, closed, whatever, with a zipper or anything like that. But hopefully you're not dropping your bag too often. The Demellier is the same way, so it just has the, magnetic closure in the middle, and so you keep the bag closed up like that. But same thing, if you were to have things inside and this falls upside down, then things are definitely gonna come spilling. But again, I hope you're not dropping your bag. But I do understand that accidents happen. The Polene bag does have these 2 side straps, and they basically allow you to seal the bag like even more if you wanted to. So you can just unbutton it from each side and basically button them on the opposite side. So it would end up looking something like this, where you have those straps just right there connecting in the middle, and it just keeps the bag very, very properly closed. I personally never do it for multiple reasons. One, I like the design better with the straps hanging on the side, and also the Polene buttons are very hard to unbutton. They're this like tiny button, and I've always struggled with Polene buttons, not just for this bag, like all other Polene bags that I have. It's not the easiest, so I just end up avoiding unbuttoning them if I can. It truly doesn't make that much of an impact for me to, you know, want to be able to seal it that way. So I just like it like this. The Demellier doesn't really offer anything that would be comparable to this, so it just basically stays like this. The Midi New York has this cute little, or actually both the Midi and the large New York. Part of the style is this little front lock. I'm not sure what you would call this. It's mostly just for decor. I mean, it looks really pretty. You can either open it or close it, but it doesn't really do anything. You can take it out, so you can actually unbutton it from in here and then pull it out, but I don't like doing it because I feel like there's a risk that I might damage the bag. I mean, I don't think so, but like you just have to be careful when you're taking it out and then trying to, you know, unbutton or like button it again. I just leave it as it is, and also I normally just keep this closed, but if you like the style like that, you can do it. I guess it kind of somewhat resembles the, you know, Hermes, Birkin, and Kelly bags with the concept of having this open in the middle, but those bags actually, you know, this would serve a purpose for those bags, because it actually helps keep them closed and locked. This one is just because it looks pretty. I would say those are the basics, you know, covering on the outside design wise. As far as the material and all that, I can't, you know, like I can't say with confidence this is the best leather or whatever, anything like that, because I'm not that knowledgeable when it comes to leather, in full transparency. But I will say I feel like this one feels a little bit stiffer and more durable in a way. They're similar in the sense that they're both like grained leather. I hope you're able to see it on camera, but it is basically just grained leather. They both feel like a good quality of leather, but I feel like this one just, I don't know what it is about it. It just feels more durable. Whereas this one I feel like it's just more bendy and it gets creases more often. It's what I notice from it. Again, I could be totally wrong. I don't 100% understand leather that well, but I just feel like quality wise, this one feels a little bit better than this one. Nothing significant, just a tiny bit better. Okay, so I'm looking at the website, and technically the Demellier London is supposed to be somewhat better leather because it's cowhide leather, whereas this one is calf skin, or just calf leather is what it says. And I'm just reading online, and it's supposed to be that cowhide is a little bit better and more durable than calf leather. But again, I'm not 100% certain on that, so just reading what the material says online. As far as the interior goes, the Demellier Midi New York has like this fabric on the inside. It does have a pocket with a zipper in here, and it has a pocket without a zipper in here. So 2 little storage places, but the Cyme has a little wallet that is attached to it. So you actually have it in here. You can see the wallet is attached to the bag. You can remove it if you want to, but I don't really know why you would want to do that. It serves as extra storage, which is great. So it does have this nice little pouch that is attached to the bag, and you can just store things in there. It closes with a zipper, so again, it can help keep things protected. For, you know, those times where the bag might actually flip upside down, if you have things in there with the zipper, you'll keep everything safe. And it is much more spacious than the pockets that the Demellier Midi New York has. So this would definitely store more stuff. The interior itself is like a suede type of material. I'm not sure how much you're able to, you know, see from there. The bottom of the bags, this one has the 4 little, you know, metal, I don't know what you call this, but basically to protect the bag when you set it down. This one does not. This one is just the leather down here, but they both actually really, you know, stay in place very well when you set them down on a table or anything like that. This one will just keep it a little bit more protected because it's not actually touching the leather, since this adds a little bit of height to it. They both have the logo in the front. This one says Demellier London there, and this one says Polene there. I'm not gonna lie, this drove me nuts initially because it is off to the side, because it has this stitching in the middle, so it can't be centered. Most of the time I just wear it like this, so you can't even see the logo. As far as colors and like, you know, options that you have, the Cyme Mini, if you want it in leather, it's gonna come in 4 different colors. The one that I have is camel, but they also have it in black, taupe, and cognac. And then they do have 3 different canvas ones, which is going to be like a canvas material, and then the top is like a leather, and they have that one with black, cognac, and beige. They look really nice, but I've heard that because of the canvas material, they can get dirty pretty easily, and so I didn't want to get any of those. The Demellier Midi has a lot more options when it comes to designs. So this one, I actually have been having a hard time finding it online now, but they frequently, you know, stock some of them. You can also find them in different retailers. I will say that's one thing about Demellier. This is easier to find than Polene. Polene you can just basically only buy at Polene, whereas Demellier you can buy on their website, and you can also buy it in different retailers like Saks, Saks, Neiman Marcus, and some other ones. But this one you can find it in white, black, brown, olive green. They have a canvas one as well that looks just like this one, but it is canvas material instead of this leather. And they even have some in raffia style, which I actually do want to get one for the summer because I feel like it would be really cute, but TBD on that. So as far as options when it comes to, you know, the color and the materials and stuff like that, I would say Demellier has a lot more options than Polene does. And again, as I mentioned, this one is, I feel like, more readily available because you can find it at different retailers, which also puts it at like the option for discounts as well. I did mention when I bought this bag that I actually got it on sale at Neiman Marcus, so this like barely ever goes on sale. I actually don't think I've ever seen a Polene sale. So pricing wise, well, offers wise, in terms of the pricing, Demellier is probably going to be a better option because retailers do often put it on sale, or not necessarily like on sale, but they'll have offers like use this code for $20 off 50 or something like that. And so you can take advantage of that offer for the Demellier bags. Whereas Polene, you're at the mercy of Polene deciding to do a sale. If we talk about full price though, not assuming any sales or anything like that, this one runs at $575, whereas this one runs at $460. So it is a little bit cheaper. But again, you can get this one on sale, so you can probably get it at like $460 and basically match the price. So ultimately it just depends on, you know, like your budget and if the one that you want is at a retailer that you can find on sale or anything like that. But they can get quite comparable when it comes to pricing, especially because again, this one can definitely go down in price. You know, Demellier might be doing sales, which I have seen plenty of sales that they've done, or like I said, Neiman Marcus or Saks or anything like that might be doing a sale as well. In terms of storage, I will say neither of these bags fit a laptop. That's kind of like a thing. If you're looking for a work bag, you have to go with the larger version of both of these because neither of these are going to fit that. They might fit an iPad, like a small iPad, that'll work. Neither of these will work if you're looking for a work bag that needs to fit in a laptop. They both fit all of my essentials, which I normally carry here. So instead of having the pouch that this one has, for the Demellier bag, I put in this little pouch that I have from one of my many Duro Beauty orders, and I just store it in here and I carry everything with me. Now, I've mentioned many times that I typically go for smaller bags because I don't carry that much with me, and that is most definitely the case. I literally just carry my pocket mirror, my wallet, or card holder, I mean, hand sanitizer, and lip butter balm. That is pretty much my essentials, and they all fit in here, which obviously means they're all gonna fit in here because, hello, different sizing. And then for the Polene bag, I either store it in here, or like I said, I just use this one because I can fit the same thing in here, so I just used a pouch as well. They both do fit my large wallet, which I like basically never carry anymore, but they do fit it. And they both fit my sunglasses, which I would say this is like one of the larger cases, but it fits in here no problem whatsoever, so plenty of storage. Okay, now the question that I probably will get, if I had to choose between one of these two, which one will I wear? In full transparency, the Polene. I hinted at this at the beginning of the video, but the fact that I can carry this over my shoulder is just so helpful for me because I just literally carry it like this and I don't even have to think about anything. Whereas this one, I have to constantly carry on my hand or, you know, on my forearm, which is not the end of the world. It's really like, I'm not trying to say like it's so uncomfortable or anything like that, but this just feels a lot more convenient. So 9 times out of 10, I will choose this bag over this one. I think in terms of the style, I think this is pretty cute. Like I said, it's not really useful. It doesn't really have much of a purpose other than it's cute, but I think it's cute. So I think it's doing what it's supposed to do. And I did mention during my Polene video that it does drive me nuts that to keep it like this actually takes a lot of effort. Like you really have to align these magnets properly because this bag wants to constantly like close in. So it rarely wants to stay like that. Of course, now that I'm talking about it, it does. But 9 times out of 10, this happens automatically without me even trying. So I always have to just, you know, force this design out of the bag, I feel like, because I actually really like how it looks like this. But again, a lot of times it just ends up, you know, these ends end up like closing in instead of staying like this. So that I do like about this bag because this one does stay like this. Ultimately, I think it's up to, you know, like personal preference and style, just which bag you want to, you know, you prefer over the other. I just like having both now in my closet. I definitely wear this one way more often than I wear this one. And it is mainly just because of the way that I can wear it. If this one had a larger handle, maybe I'll wear it, like maybe it would be more of an even split between the two. But I feel like because I can't comfortably wear it over my shoulder, then it just is not that often taken out of my closet. Anyway, I hope that this review was helpful. I hope I answered any questions you may have about either of these bags and how they compare with each other. However, if you have any questions, feel free to leave that in the comment section. I'm happy to answer any that you may have, or if you need me to do a follow-up video, I'm also happy to do that. I'll leave a link to both of these bags in the description just in case you're interested in shopping either of them. But I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please give it a like, a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. See you next time.